Welcome to LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering. In this session, we have to discuss the subject that is instrumentation in agriculture and food processing. I am your instructor, Jayesh Prajapati. In this session, we have to discuss the unit number 5, that is a non-conventional energy source. In this chapter, we have to discuss the content that is wind energy. Then we have to discuss the solar energy. Then we have to discuss the tidal energy. Then smart grid and energy harvesting. So that are the content that we have to study in this chapter. So basically we know that is the wind power, solar power and tidal power. These are the conventional source of energy, non-conventional source of energy. So we have to discuss this non-conventional source of energy. Then also we know that different kind of non-conventional sources. So let us study a non-conventional energy sources that are a wind power, then solar power and the tidal power. That is our syllabus content that we have to study in this chapter. Then we already know that is a hydroelectric energy. It is also a non-conventional energy sources. Okay. Then geothermal energy. Then we can say that is the last topic, that is a smart grid and energy harvesting. Okay. So we have to use this kind of energy sources for our agriculture, and we have to make our grid that is already existing, the power grid that we already know that there is thermal power station that generate the electricity, then it can be transferred to the consumer by using transmission. So that is a one-way communication. Now in this smart grid we have to make the two-way communication by producing the energy from the non-conventional source of energy. Okay, and also we have to make this grid very smart, like it can measure the energy sources. Okay, it can measure the energy, like how much power will be generated and how much power will be utilized, and by using energy meter we can also calculate how power is required by one home or one commercial shop. So that kind of calculations and smart technology by IoT technology, we have to make our grid a power grid that we have to discuss in this smart grid. So that are the non-conventional energy sources. Now we have to discuss there is a difference between conventional and non-conventional energy source that we already know that are clearly available non-conventional sources. Okay, free of cost. So by using this conventional source we can produce the energy, electrical energies. Okay, so let us study first introduction. So basically we know that this energy is generated by wind, tide, solar, geothermal, heat and biomass, including farm and animal waste, is known as non-conventional source of energies. Okay, that is the definition of non-conventional energy sources. That all these sources are renewable, okay, and they do not cause environmental pollution. Means there is a difference in one topic, that is renewable and non-renewable energy sources. So that are the renewable energy sources. That means we can renew these energy sources. Okay. Then how much longer can we depend on this fossil fuels? So some are conventional sources. Okay, that are the fuels. How we can depend on these fuels? So because these fuels, they do not have a light expectancy, because we know that thermal power station using a coal, okay, that life is not very long and it is so many costly. Okay, then burning the fuels has increased atmospheric pollution. So whenever we can use this kind of fuels that can produce a pollution into the atmosphere. So that is the features of thermal power stations that can generate the energy source and that can by using burning the fuels that can generate the air pollutions. Okay. Then the carbon stored in the fuel is released in carbon dioxide when they burn. This leads to the greenhouse effect and global warming. So we know that these are the very critical condition like greenhouse effect and global warming whenever we can use this kind of fuels, visual fuels. So this is a basic introduction. Now we have to discuss the first topic of our syllabus, that is a solar energy. Okay. So in this session we have to discuss the topic that is a solar energy, how solar energy can be work and how we can convert the energy source by using solar energy and what kind of process has been done in solar energy. So let us study the major use of solar energy. When we can convert the energy source by using solar to the electricity, what kind of major uses? First, that is a heating of water. We can heat the by solar water heater. We can heat the water. Then space heating. Okay, that is another advantage of solar energy. Then we can say that is last main important, the generating of electrical energies. So if we have to see this uses in pictures, then you can see by using solar water heater we can heat the water. Then by using roof solar panel we can generate the electricity, and then space heating, okay, heating of water, and also photovoltaic generation, means we can generate this electricity that can be used in home appliances. So that are the major uses of solar energy. Then solar technology. Now our grid will making the smart grid. So that times we have to make using by solar technologies. So let us see these technologies. By using solar technology we can take day lighting. In the day we can use solar by using sun's rays. So we can say that is a solar by using solar brightness we can use a day lighting also. By this kind of making home by mirror like this, then we can use this energy by day lighting. Okay. Then passive solar heating, that is another applications, like if we have to make our home in this design. Okay, like we have to make this our home line roof and make a solar panel on this roof. Then by generating this electric energy we can heat this in the winter season. We can heat our home also. Okay, whenever when we live in the cold stations, that times it will be very useful. Then concentrating on solar thermal. So here we can say that whenever we have to make this our plant like a thermal power plant. So in this solar power plant also we have to concentrate on this many solar panels, and we have to generating this energy by using solar panels also. So that times concentrating on solar thermal, that is another technology. And last we know that is a photovoltaic. Okay, in the photovoltaic cell, okay, solar panels, that is another solar technologies. So here we can say that what are these different uses and what are these technologies we can discuss on these solar technologies. So that are these different technologies. Then if we have to discuss the passive solar, then here you can see these homes in California with a passive solar design heat the home in winter season. So you can see in this home design is like this. The solar rays radiate on this mirrors also, and also at the roof it can also make solar panels also. So that is a passive solar design. Okay, that heat the home at the winter season. So that is a one application of solar technologies that we have explained here. Then how solar plant basically works. Okay, how it can generate the electric energy, how it can heat the water. So basically a solar plant collect solar. Here in this picture we have tried to explain how solar plant will exactly work. So here in this picture you can see one home, and on the roof of the home solar panels will be mounted, and the solar rays are radiate on these solar panels. Then it it collects these solar rays from this sun energy, like helium, neutrons, and photovoltaic cell. That is photovoltaic cell. Then it can generate the energy in the DC forms. Okay, like it can collect the battery in battery storage DC. Then we have to convert this DC into AC, and by using inverter, and it will be go to the our home, and the home appliances. Our home appliances, refrigerators, TVs, another different applications that can be work on this solar system. So that is a basic how it can be worked, and now we can also discuss how basically it can be worked like this. You can see whenever the energy is generated by the solar panels, that energy that is collected in the battery system, okay, that is in DC. So this DC is converted by the AC by using inverter system. So we know that in our power electronics, also in our 6th semester we have discussed what is the working of inverter. So inverter basically convert DC voltage into the AC voltage. So our home and power grid that works on AC. So that is received in the AC system. Okay, meters and fuse box system. That is our one panels that can receive the AC supply. Then it is used in home appliances, and another what is not required by the home. Okay, if home is capacity is 2 or 1 kilowatt, and the solar panel will generate more than 1 or 2 kilowatt, then it will be transferred to the power grids. So that is kind of solar panel or solar plant will be work on this way. Okay, then photovoltaic component. If we have to discuss this kind of component, how solar panel will be work, that is work on PV cells, modules and arrays. Okay, so that are the pictures like cell. You can see cell is mounted on this module, and this different modules that will be making one array. Okay, one cell, then module, and then it will be collect on one solar panels. So basically in the solar panels that can generate basically a 24 volt DC. Okay, then it will be connected in series. So that DC 24 volt DC that is generated, that will be stored in series, and it will be collected in one way, and then it is converted into AC. Then it will be utilized in our home appliances. Okay, so that kind of basically work on solar system. Now we discuss how solar energy will be worked. Okay, now we have to discuss what are the advantages of solar energy. So if we have to see the advantages of solar energies, that means it is a very clean. Okay, the power that will generate there, that is a very clean and one way and very simple process for generating this solar energy. Okay, then sustainable, can be used for longer duration, because we know that the sun energy will be free of cost and it is available freely, so we can use at longer time. So it is not it is expire or not, it will be reduced. Okay, it will be a longer time. Then free of cost. Okay, then provide electric energy and to remote places also. Okay, sometimes if we have to use a drone system and or remote sensing system, that times we know that in our planet also we can provide this by using solar energies. Okay, so if we see these pictures, then you can see that is the advantages of solar energies. One, solar panels, your less maintenance requirement, then save energies, save our monies also, then eco-friendly, okay, renewable. Okay, that are these different advantages of solar energies. Then if we have to see the disadvantages, because every system has advantages and disadvantages, so let us see those disadvantages. Insufficient, maximum efficiency is 30%. So insufficient, that means sometimes in the night system we cannot use solar energy because it is not available at the night. Then costly equipment, solar panels, inverters, okay, design system, and this require costly equipments, okay. And it is a part time, that means it is very only we can use daytimes. If it is not available at the night system, that we have to require depend on the thermal power station, okay. Then high maintenance cost sometimes, basically it is having a low maintenance cost, but whenever it will be damaged or it will have not worked, at times maintenance cost is high. Okay, so in this session we have discussed this solar energy, how it can be worked. So in this way we can also discuss the wind energies. Then we have to discuss the tidal energies, and hydroelectric is also non-conventional energies, but that is not our syllabus. Then we have to basically on this sources we have to discuss how smart grid and energy harvesting is work on this agricultural process. So in this session, we have to discuss only this. The next topics that will be discussed in our next video lecture. Okay, thank you.